So hello guys, welcome back to our YouTube channel. So in this tutorial video, we are going to learn about how to create loading text animation by using CSS. So as you can see that I write down our links here as a style5.css. Okay, as you can see, and I write down our UL and li tag here as I write it down here loading. So let's open our live server. So as you can see, this is our loading. And let's see our style5.css file. So as you can see, I give them the margin, padding, and font family and background as a basic. Once I write down here, okay. Now we are going to write down our main part. Let's write down our UL tag. So let's write down UL tag. Curly brackets open and close. Then now let's write down position. So we are going to use our position as a absolute here. Now let's write down our top position as a 50%. Now let's give them the split screen so you can see that our output. Now let's write down here our left position as a 50%. Now let's give them the transform as a translate. I'm going to give them the both as a 50% here guys. This is our X and this is our Y. So I give them both as a center as you can see. Now let's give them the margin as a 0. Now let's give them the padding as a 0 and display as a flex. So as you can see, this is how it looks like. Now let's write down our UL and li tag. Now let's start with our UL and li tag. So I'm going to write down here as a list style as a none, so our bullets can be not visible as you can see. Now let's give them the font size. So I'm going to give them the 6 mm. As you can see, this is how it looks like. Let's give them the latest spacing here as a 20 pixel. So this is how it looks like. Now let's write down only animation here. Let's write down animate as a 3 second linear infinite. Then save. Now we are going to write down our keyframes here guys. As you can see, which we give our name. So let's write down our keyframes as a animate. Whichever name you give that. Okay. If you want to use this infinite, you can also do that. So let's write down infinite. Now curly brackets open and close. I give them the 0% here as a transform, as a translate. X position I am going to give them as a minus 50 pixel. Let's give them the latest spacing as a 20 pixel. Opacity as a 0. Then color I am going to give them as a or RGB, which I already picked here. Now let's give them the 10% as a opacity 1. 50% curly brackets open and close. Latest spacing as a minus 20 pixel we are going to use here. Now let's give them the opacity here 1. Now let's give them the 100% animation. For that, let's write down our transform as a translate X as a 50 pixel. Latest spacing as a 20 pixel and opacity as a 0. Then color, let's write down our RGB 0 to 55 89. Now let's write down our URL. Like we are going to use our nth child here, guys, as a one. I give them curly brackets open and close. Animation I'm going to use as a delay here, guys. Let's change our name here as a animate. So as you can see, this is how our works. I write down here animate. It's my fault. Now let's give them the as a 0 second. Now let's copy this one. Now let's give them this ours as a second name, as a third one, as a fourth, five, here as a six, and our last one as a seven. Why I write down here 7? Because our number, as you can see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. According to your text, you need to write down here, guys. Okay. So now I'm going to give them the different seconds here. So as you can see, my O is different right now. Now let's give them zero point 0.4 second, then 0.6, 0.9. I'm going to give them. Here I am going to give them the 1.2 seconds, and here I am going to give them 1.4 seconds. Let's zoom it. So as you can see, this is my loading text animation, guys. If you have any query, write down in the comment section. Okay, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Or if you want to source code, you also need to write down your email ID in the comment section. Okay, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Bye.